Well, hello and welcome to this exercise on handling data. Now, I'm going to use information from the Olympic Games in 2016. Okay. Now, the official ranking from the IOC. Excuse me, get my pointer. Right. The official ranking from the IOC for this Olympic Games is something like this one here for the first 10 nations here or countries. Now we can see here that the United States comes first by virtue of the fact that they had 46 gold medals, and not because they scored or they had 121 medals in total there. Now Great Britain came second because they had 27 gold medals, but they only had 67 medals in total. Whereas China, who had 70 medals in total, came third because they had only 26 gold medals as compared to Great Britain's 27 gold medals, and so on. And another example here is that France had 42 medals in total, and they came below Japan, who had 12 gold medals, but France had only 10 gold medals. So that's okay. Now, in my method, I'm going to use the number of medals and the number of events. So in my system, as we go along, the number of events will be the same as the number of competitors, and I shall try and explain. Right. A competitor is anyone who has the opportunity to take part in an event, or anybody who takes part in an event. An event is any activity that is likely to earn a competitor a medal or not. Okay? And if I just try and explain. Now, if you take part in a 100 meters race, you're a competitor and one event there. If you take part in handball, now there are 7 players in a handball team. Now all 7 members form a team, and the team itself is a competitor because it cannot get gold and silver and bronze. So in fact, it can only get one medal, one type of medal here. Now the same goes for the 4x400 relay race, for instance. Now in the relay race, in the relay race situation, the 4 members who took part in the semi-finals may not necessarily be the 4 members who take part in the final. So you could have 8 members in this relay team, and all 8 members form, quote, a competitor. So a competitor could be one person or a team. So you can have a competitor in the relay race, or in football, or hockey, or basketball, or swimming, and so on. Hope I'm making sense. Now moving on. This then means that the number of competitors will be the same as the number of events. Okay, so it can change competitors for events. Now, for my table, I'm going to look at the total number of medals scored and the number of events. Now, I'm going to use North Korea as an example. North Korea, because I understand that the members of the North Korean team are going to face a very harsh punishment because they did not score enough medals. But I'm not worried about the medals. I'm looking at where North Korea comes in the rankings using my method. Now, North Korea won 7 medals in the Olympic Games, They took part in 35 events, even though they had only 9 athletes. So in my method, North Korea had a 20% success rate, because if you divide the number of medals by the number of competitors or the number of events, you get 0.2, which is 20%. Okay. Now, to look at this in more detail, I'm going to present the IOC's ranking against my method. Now, you can see here that my method, the first 4 in my method agrees with the first 4 in the IOC's ranking. That's USA, Great Britain, China, and Russia. So that's okay. But have a look at North Korea, for instance. Now, in the IOC ranking, North Korea comes 34th. But in my ranking, in my system, North Korea comes above Japan because they had a 20% success rate. Japan had 15.9, Germany, France 15.3, and so on and so forth. So in my ranking here, North Korea should come above Japan, above France, and above Germany, above Korea, and above the first 10 in the IOC's ranking. Okay? Again, Japan comes above Germany in my ranking, because Japan had 15.9% and Germany 15.1%. And Germany comes above Japan there. Also in my ranking, France comes above Germany, but in the IOC's ranking, France comes below Germany there. Now, the last 3, South Korea, Italy, and Australia, agree with the IOC's ranking of South Korea, Italy, and Australia. But have a look at Ivory Coast. Now, Ivory Coast had only 2 medals. They took part in 14 events. So their success rate is 14.3%, above Italy and above Australia. But in the IOC's ranking, North Korea came 51st. Now, another advantage of my system, of my method, is that if you use my method to rank categories in a given set of athletes. So here I'm looking at canoeing, I'm looking at cycling, canoeing, boxing, and track and road events, which includes the marathon. Now, these figures are for the British team. Now, the cycling team, or the cycling category for the British team, had a 52.2% success rate. Canoeing had 30% success rate. Boxing had 27.3% success rate. And track and road events had 6.8% success rate. So you can see that in my method, you not only rank nations, you can also rank categories or sports. Now, I hope all that made some sense, and please subscribe. Thank you for watching, and bye bye now. Bye bye.